So,
it.
the Lord of the Underworld had too many sherries, and now those 5 gnomes on that island now guards the
Agreed.
land of the Underworld.
Listen as though it meant thy life then, human, for it surely does. My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee.
Ooh, and a riddle.
My
Exciting.
whole is this gate's
That's actually a pretty fucking good riddle.
key.
It is.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles
Have you got it, Neil?
outwardly. My third
Hang on, I'm
leads
drinking.
all in victory.
That's
My
no excuse.
fourth twice ends a nominee.
It's fucking every
My
excuse, right?
whole
I'm
is
drinking.
this gate's only key.
He's love.
The answer is love.
Ah, thou traitor of the mortal plane, how didst thou guess love?
It's one of the forbidden
That riddle
words.
should never
Love.
have been
Who's been
solved.
screwing with this
Love
thing?
is
Again,
unknown
we
in
fucking
this
warned them.
realm.
Make it too riddle heavy, and you'll end up
Love
coming across
cannot be
some
banished,
adventurer that
even from
somehow
this
has a knack
world.
for this shit.
There are spirits.
Better to
still
eat the
behind
adventurers
me.
first and ask questions later.
Still less can it be banished from my heart.
Enough! Burden me not with thy poetry. Pass through
I love you,
and
dork. Don't
quickly
push your fucking luck.
before I change my mind.
Now, lads, this is how you meet people at reception. 2 random people in black cowls, and then just a massive, giant chair for you to sit in.
In the center of the great cavern, the Lord of the Dead reigns over the hosts of the dead. He waves spirits into the sea of souls in an endless stream. What things the spirits tell him are best unheard by mortal ears. The servants of the Lord of the Dead stand silently at the head of the path to his throne. The spirits of the newly dead end.
Did you make an appointment?
Excuse
not,
me. I'd
no.
like an audience, please.
The shrouded guards escort Alexander to the throne of the Lord of the Dead.
You do not obey my house rules.
Entered my domain, still wearing your flesh. If you are so anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living. But since you are here, you are most welcome to stay. Kiss my hand, and you will be one with the spirits. There will
It's
be
tempting,
no
not gonna lie, it's tempting.
The Lord of the Dead is a huge, grotesque figure. He and his throne are one, grown together over the centuries till he can no longer move. Chains further bind him, pinning him to his endless, weighty task. If he was once
Yep,
human,
that's
as
someone
the
who is
druids
just jaded at
claimed,
their job.
Alexander can see no sign of it in his merciless, fathomless eyes.
I did not come here to die, but
I
to
feel like
demand
one of
my
those
right
comments
of
was
challenge.
necessary.
I respectfully challenge thee. Death by throwing down this gauntlet. Man may pass the portal and seek its master, death.
He didn't quite do as good a take there as the narrator, I'm not gonna lie.
No,
It's-
the narrator's gonna beat there.
He took a bit of a run and jump at that
He
one.
who reigns
Mhm.
beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath.
He has the gauntlet!
Impossible! He challenges death. Who are you to challenge death?
A man of flesh is all I need to be, my lord.
And what is it that you seek with this challenge? The soul of some dead maiden?
I seek the souls of King Califim and Queen Ilaria, the land of
Oh,
the
that's so
Green
oddly specific.
You would save 2 human souls and emerge alive from this realm yourself? That shall be a difficult challenge indeed. The tomb does not open its doors lightly.
Either all three of us leave, or none go.
Very well.
Is it another
Then
riddle?
let me think
Because I'm
of
kind
an
of sorted for
appropriate
riddles.
task.
Maybe like a test of strength, maybe?
Ah, yes. I have it now.
You have
Your
muted me there, Neil.
challenge is this. For thousands of years, I
Like,
have
yeah,
sat upon this
your door got
throne.
me with the
I
riddle.
have heard every sad tale that can be
It's
told
like,
by
"Oh, what can I
you.
say? I wasn't going to see love here in the
I
underworld.
have seen
Get off my back,
tragedies
bitches."
that ended empires, injustices that defy reason, love that would light the very stars.
See, he said the
turn
words.
cold and
Therefore, love does
hard.
exist in the underworld. You're chatting
I have
shit,
seen
mate.
torments that cannot possibly be borne, and yet must be for centuries. This thing I have never done. I have never shed a tear. Make me cry, thou man of flesh.
Let me show you the
is my challenge.
ratings for King's Quest 6 here today, gone tomorrow.
Cry?
Sooner could he turn sea to stone, or fire to
I'm sorry, did I ask for your fucking input, random souls?
You need to get him to watch Spurs play football.
If your existence has been all that you
Remind
say
the
it
land
has,
of the
then truth alone
remind that he's in
shall
fact
be
an
my
Everton
sword.
fan.
The mirror's surface swirls with darkness for a moment, then fills with images even blacker. Reflections of despair, of wailing souls, of shackles colder and more immutable than any forged by man, of a world of thirsts that
Fun
can
fact, by the
never
way,
be
in
quenched.
case you're wondering,
Alexander feels the mirror tremble in
the
his
Lord of the
grasp,
Underworld,
and is
who is
glad that
also
he
King
cannot see its
Calipim, and
face.
Gruff,
But
the
Lord
head
of the Dead is
the
transfixed
head
to the
guard
mirror,
in the
to
castle, is
screening
played
of
by
his
one
life.
Ron Feinberg, otherwise
Things
known as
long
Ming the
forgotten
Merciless
are
from
once
Defenders of the
more
Earth
remembered.
cartoon series.
His enslavement to this throne while still a man, the years of watching
Narrator's
misery
really
and
knocking this
horror,
one out of the
and
park
growing
now.
ever more numb to
He's
it.
getting his
Deceived
money's
of his
worth out
own
of it now, I'll
humanity.
be honest.
The slow growth of a new thing altogether, which became that which he is now. His is an existence that has no possibility of redemption, no end. The surrounding spirits draw away in pain. The truth is so sharp it stabs, so intense it sears.
Do you think you'll get the audible audition with this?
Take it away. Make it stop.
My job is done.
The mirror of truth cracks from the strain, and death sheds a single gray tear.
Truth is indeed a terrible thing. I have worn this mantle for so long, I had forgotten its dreadful weight. You shall take the souls and leave as I agreed. You have been granted a stay from this inevitable reality. I almost envy.
I can tell you the feeling is not mutual.
Find the souls he has claimed, and bring them to me. King Calipim and Queen Alaria, I presume. Your hero has won you a few more years of
Just a few?
mortality.
It's a fucking rip-off.
May
I
your
expect at least a
souls be
decade.
more prepared for their rest.
Then he got eaten with a fucking
when
door on the way in
return.
here. You only get a few more years, you prick.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome, like.
Thank you, my lord.
So don't do anything stupid for the next 5 years, alright?
And you, man of flesh, my steed shall take the three of you back to the land of the living. Tell her where it is you wish to go.
That's good. There's a horsey back.
No.
Until we meet again, then, I assure you, we will meet again.
No offense, my lord, but I
Oh,
hope
Alexander,
it's been
remember
a
where
very
you are.
long
You're in a
year.
Sierra game. Give it 5
It
minutes.
is never
Yeah.
as long as you might wish, mortal. Now,
I want you to leave before I start crying like a little
Yes,
bitch.
my lord.
Whoa. I do love that, like, just basically the logic of that was to tell the Lord of the Underworld to catch himself on, and it somehow worked.
Are you coming, Majesty?
Alhazred's treachery must be handled carefully, Alexander. Alari and I must go gather our allies and form a plan. Watch over Casima. Make sure she comes to no harm. We will return as soon as we can to take
Now
back
it's time for
all that has been
revenge!
stolen from us.
I will keep her
Vengeance!
safe
Revenge!
until we return.
Thank you, son. Your love for our daughter must be deep indeed for you to have undertaken death itself for our sakes.
Indeed. May we succeed in what awaits us.
Again, you fucking
And live
better.
long
I
together
jumped
as
through
a
several
family.
hoops to make sure that you do.
Several quite considerable hoops. You
Remember,
are
you don't
riding on
keep-
death's horse right about
I was-
now, you know?
I was about to say, you don't get to keep the horse, lad. Like, a bit presumptive of you, to be honest. I mean, the Ark King and Queen, I suppose it is just presumptive of them to just to take everything.
Man.
I shall take this isle and this isle and this isle. But yes, now it's time to. Now we're actually into the end game. This is the final level, and as you said a couple of videos ago, Neil, we've been basically on this path for the last while since we basically went up to the Island of the Druids and did that puzzle. Otherwise, we could have used the peasant's clothes that we got off Beauty to sneak into the castle and infiltrate that way. But this way, we're doing all of our spells, we're using all of our gimmicks, and getting a much fuller experience, shall we say.
Yes, we are doing a golden ending run.
Yes, indeed. And to my knowledge, I think I'm fairly up to speed on the points, so we should be getting the super duper good ending here. Could be wrong. Perhaps I'm missing one or two crucial plot points, but I think I did everything okay.
Natural and unsculptured. The bushes. Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently. To his amazement, the jet black color of the feather slowly drains.
That is
from end
incredibly
to
amazing.
tip into the teacup. The teacup mixture blackens and
It was that
thickens
point
to a
Alexander
paint-like
passed away from the
consistency.
fumes of
Alexander
mixing two solvents
carefully puts
together.
it away, discarding
Really
the
should have seen
strange
that
feather.
coming.
The wall is quite solid. Alexander's hands would give way long before the wall did. The side.
But then, of course, there's no point doing it yet until we get to cast a spell, which I believe we already have.
Feeling artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large black
Conveniently
castle
placed so we
wall.
can do this puzzle.
I wouldn't call a large wall conveniently placed. Like, buildings do tend to need them.
Doorway, just
Yes,
as
but you know, when
Alexander's
when it's a
thinking
perfect
is
size for a
already-
doorway in like an area where we haven't had an opportunity to use it, you know. Don't fucking pick holes in my theory here now. Well,
I'm just saying it was just a bit much.
it's a fucking video game, all right?
Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink. Bring to life what I think. Make it real what I draw.
It's a good thing, like he was thinking of a door to the side of the castle there, not like a naked princess.
Door has
Otherwise, I would
been
have gotten really
solidified.
weird really quickly.
Don't see what naked princess now it would have arrived with
Eager
a
to be inside the
a large
castle
black
at last,
lion in the shape of a
Alexander
door.
opens the enchanted door.
Well, I think she would have got trapped in the wall fairly
Steps
quickly, so
inside. The magic paint door fades
I
back
don't think that was
into
part of the
wall.
spell, but okay.
So much for an easy exit.
Well, it's fun. Like, you were talking, like, there's no real
Basement is
Easter
cool
eggs
after
to
the heat of
previous
the day.
King Quest games in this.
Arched domed
That is
ceilings
kind
add to the
of
sense spaciousness in the wide
a
corridors.
callback to it, because
On the east wall,
he never really does any magic
doors.
training. He just fucking reads the
This is the
spell
west
book and just
basement
does it
hallway.
step by step, which is kind of what he does in King's Quest
There's a
3.
strange
Yeah,
door on the
essentially.
west wall.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Appeared
we
to
all,
be
that's
a
how we kind of
keyhole
like.
on the door.
That's why the plot twist of 3 kind of comes from nowhere, because And King Graham, to his credit, is actually, knows his way around a spell and can do a little bit of the magic. Whereas his son is completely fucking useless at it and just does what he's told. Which is hilarious considering he was
Castle
kidnapped by a
basement is
wizard
cool.
at
This
like
is the
childbirth,
There's a
essentially.
door
Yeah.
And the parents learned nothing from it.
There's a door at the top of the stairs.
That's true.
That must lead to an upper floor. The door has a doorknob and a keyhole.
Sorry, my partner decided to apply logic to a Sierra game. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake.
Why
That's
would you?
literally the last thing you need to do. The last thing you should do.
Rookie mistake.
decides
Don't
to
apply logic to
find
these
out
games.
what's on the
But
other
you're just
side of
saying
that
like
door.
that he didn't. So obviously they did apply a modicum of logic. Even a broken clock is right twice.
Kira, don't give him that credit now. Come on.
Even a broken clock is right twice.
Yeah.
Prince
The batteries will be out.
I can't believe
It's
it.
still right
How
twice
did
a
you get
day.
in the castle?
Even when the
Well,
clock's hands don't
Actually,
fucking
it's
move.
a
I can't
little
accept
hard to
this.
explain.
I bet. You run the terrible
Go away.
risk of being
I'll never make an Irish
The
coffee for you
castle is
again.
Aw.
crawling with guard
Aw.
dogs, especially
How was he
today.
expecting to get through this?
The Wazir will have your hide if he finds you.
I
Oh,
know
fair
that,
point.
Jallo. But Cosima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right.
You like Jolo's room, by the way, Neil?
I forgot
It's
what
surprisingly
hard
like
place it is.
blank
Suppose
for
we do
such a
about
colourful and whimsical character.
Try to see her.
Well,
Maybe
that
you can stop
just
the wedding.
goes towards
Is that
the
all?
our previous assertion that he's an incredibly depressed person.
Oh.
Don't worry about me, friend. Just
He
tell
does
me,
seem to, yeah, he seems to be
where
working
is
kind of working
Casima?
the sad
As far
clown
as I
routine,
know,
I
she's
suppose.
in the bedroom upstairs. You're
Although going by the
not
graphics, he
up
appears to
there,
have covered his fireplace in
Guard
custard.
dogs are everywhere, and they're
Typical
very
clown.
loyal to the
Typical clown, that's, yeah.
Unfortunately, right now the crown means El Hazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
And they say princes have no sense of humor.
Who said that?
Well, I can see
I don't
there's
recall
no
anyone ever
hope
using that
for
turn of phrase.
For Casima's sake, I wish you luck.
Are you
I'll be
confusing
here
us for
if there's
Germans?
anything you need.
Thanks, Jallo. I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp. I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Again, just bear in mind how you were able to
Why,
find
yes.
out
It's
how
an
this
exact
how
replica.
what
Oh
lamp.
yeah, that was fucking
How did you
stupid.
guess?
I suppose it was intuition.
Hilarious, but fucking
I'll have to wait for the
Yeah.
right moment, mind you.
Like okay, the
I
puzzle of
should be
faking your
able to get
death,
close enough
smart.
to swap this
Yeah,
for
But
real.
cool.
But to the
And
answer of like,
shall be
how does
the wiser.
Alexander
Now
find
you
out
Yeah.
about
see
the
John's
bottle?
skill.
No.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead and do as you've planned, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jallo. You are a true friend.
I do like how like
I'd do
Prince
anything
Alexander,
for a
in keeping
princess.
with his tone of being a royal prince, says everything with a complete contempt for common people. I have faith, Jollo. You are a true friend.
The wall above Jallo's desk sports a notice of a circus. It seems very old.
Again, surprising there's absolutely nothing to interact with in this room. Like, you need to be like a little bit of character building and stuff like that. But no, it's just like, end game, get the fuck out of here. Conveniently, seeing that like Gabriel Knight was released, I think in the same year as this game. It's a very similar final level where basically you have to kind of have all your stuff ready for the end game before you enter. Otherwise, you're screwed.
Alexander opens
Actually, just
the
for Pig Iron there, I actually just
and
checked.
slips inside.
It was the year after where Gabriel Knight was released. This was 92.
this
and
was
they
the
were-
year before. Yeah.